Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn how to solve system of equation. Another name about system of equation is simultaneous equation. You can also thinking about this word simultaneous equation. Okay, so what is simultaneous equation or system of equation? We have a two equation like this: x plus 2y equal to 5 or 3x plus y equal to 5, something like this. Okay, and we have a square bracket in here or combined bracket in this one. And this is a one question about system of equation. You can see about x coefficient of x, y, and the constant number. Look at this. You have x plus 2y plus equal to 5. So in this equation, 1 is the coefficient of x. 1 is number multiplied with x, so we call x. I call 1 is coefficient of x. You got 2y. 2 is a number multiplied with y, so 2 is a coefficient of y. And another number is 5. Without x, without y, we call 5 is a constant number. This is constant number. Okay, so how about the another equation? You got 3y plus y equal to 5. You got coefficient of x is 3 and coefficient of y is 1. And of course, we have also constant number is 5. Okay, so that is a little bit about the equation 1 and equation 2. For this kind of equation, you have the step 1. So step 1, I call it changing coefficient. When the first, I have the first step, changing x. What does it mean changing x? After this step, I will change coefficient of x will become equal. I mean, this equation, you have coefficient of x is 1 and the coefficient of x in the second equation is 3. So the basic step for changing x, I will multiply both all number in the first equation multiply by 3, and the second one will multiply by 1. So what will we do after the first step? The first got here is multiply 3. 1x will multiply 3, 2y multiply 3, and 5 multiply 3. So after multiply by 3, you got the first one, x multiply 3, you got 3x. 2y multiply 3, you got 6y. And 5 multiply 3, you got 15. So that is the first number, first equation. How about the second one? 3y multiply 1, okay, you got this one. Y multiply 1, you got y. And 5 multiply 1, you got 5. Okay, so after multiply by 3 for first equation and multiply by 1 for second equation, look at this. You have the coefficient of x in the first equation and coefficient of x in second equation also equal to 3. That is we calling changing x. How about changing y? When I say changing y, after this step I will have the coefficient of y and coefficient of y in first equation and second equation will be equal. Okay, so I will multiply the first equation by 1 and I will multiply the second equation by 3. 3y and y here. So multiply by 1, you got x multiply 1, you got here is x, 2y, and 5. How about the second one? You got multiply by 2. So 6x multiplied by 2y, 3x multiplied 2, you got 6x. Y multiplied by 2, you got 2y. and 5 multiplied by 2, you got 10. So after multiply by 1 and 2 like this, you got coefficient of y in the first equation and the second equation will be equal. So that is something new for you. Okay, so next example, you have this equation. For this equation, the question will ask you changing x. When the equation write out like this, I mean I will change x become to the equal coefficient. Okay, so I will see here like this. The first equation I have coefficient of x is 3, and the second equation I have the coefficient of x is 4. So I will multiply the first equation by 4 and multiply the second equation by 3. Okay, so what will we have after I finish multiply? The first one, 3y multiply 4, 5y multiply 4, and 7 multiply 4. 3x multiply 4, you got 12x. 5y multiply 4, you got 20y. 7 multiply 4, you got 28. So 4x multiply 3, you got 12x. 2y multiply 3, you got 6y. And 5 multiply 3, you got 15. So you got we have this simultaneous equation, and after multiplication you got 12 is equation of x in the first equation, and 12 also is coefficient of x in the second equation. Okay, that's why I'm got changing x like this. Okay, that is example 1. And how about example 2? The example 2, I think maybe you can guess that we will have something in here, 3y equal to 10. And the question will ask you about changing y, and the question will write out like this. Okay, so how can you do this one? Changing y, I mean I have to change the coefficient of y become to equal. The first one you got 6y, and the second one you got 3y. 6y, 3y. So I will multiply here by 3 and multiply here by 6. But I'm thinking more about the number, because I'm thinking that if I multiply the second one by 3, I will have 6y, and the first one I only multiply by 1 because 6y is unchanged, but the second one I only multiply by 3 and I will have 6y. So I don't need to multiply 6 in here or multiply by 3 in here. The number becomes a little bit larger. Okay, so I will choose 1 and 2. So the first equation, 2x multiply 1, okay, 2x, 6y, and 13, sorry. Multiply by 2 for the second one, you got 10x, 6y, and 20. Yeah, so after this, we got the same coefficient of x for first equation for the second equation. Okay, that's my purpose. Thank you. So finish 1 and 2, and I hope you can understand about this kind of exercise, and we have a 2 example more. Example 3 and example 4, we have the first one is changing y and the second one changing x. Okay, so how can you show your working or you will do for this 2 exercise? For y, you got here is 3 and here is 2. So I will multiply the first one by 2 and multiply the second one by 3. What will I have? 4x multiply 2, you got s8. 3y multiply 2, you got 6y, and don't forget the number, the sign here is minus, it's not plus. 10 here. Okay, very easy. Multiply by 3, 9x plus 6y and 13. So after this step, I have the coefficient of y is 6 and 6 here, but notice that the number here is not only 6, it is a minus 6 and it is a plus 6. Yeah, a little bit different, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, so how about this one? Changing x. Changing x 5 and 2. So multiply the first one by 2 and multiply the second one by 5. And you will have like this one 10x 6y and 20 multiply by 2. So multiply by 5, 10x plus 20y, 25 here. After this, you got 10 is the coefficient of x in the first one, and the 10 is also the coefficient of x in the second equation. Okay, so we finished this question. It's not too difficult, right? You have to choose right number for multiply, and then you take operation. You will have the same coefficient for x or for y. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget note your notebook about our lesson. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye.